Intercontinental Sport TV. Thank God it's Friday. You all know, all of you Sabi said today now Friday, a Friday debate show. It is what it is. Big Mountain. It's a Friday debate show. No doubt about it. If you don't understand it, forget about it. Every Friday, I said every Friday, it's our debate show. We call it the Friday debate show. This is your Dawn. The Dawn, that's what they call me. The Dawn of Sport Entertainment. On this channel, this is how we roll. This is how we do it. Coming to you live and direct. It's a Continental Sport TV. Please, if you are watching this for the first time, you know what to do. Let me tell you what to do. Please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Here we give you the best lyrics, underneath gold music to enjoy our show. It's different from what you've been hearing, what you've been seeing, but on this channel, no dull moment, because your main man is here. The Dawn of Sport Entertainment. Let's do this. Debate show. The topic says, how does 1 point lead between Man City and Liverpool affect both teams? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not here alone. I got my main man back there in my country, Nigeria. Robbie is here. Kunle will be joining in. We want to talk about this topic. Please subscribe to the channel. Smash the like. That's a way to help this channel to grow. And also share with your friends. Yes, it is what it is. Let me tell you something. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're also on Twitch. So wherever you are, you can reach us on any social media. Drop your comment. Let's go. It's about to go down right now. Yes, boss. The Friday debate show. This is how we do it. Come on, let's go. I'm going to bring in Robbie any moment from now so that the program can start fully. Kunle is also standing in by. No dull moment on our channel. We got a lot of things coming up on this channel. As I've said, no dull moment on this channel. This is how we do it. We make it interesting. Cool music coming in, playing in. Not the way the others does their own, but in our own channel, we make fun of it. Kunle is there as well. Robbie is also standing by. All right. That's the topic. Please, if you are watching this for the first time, you know what to do. Hit it. Subscribe. We are 1,511 subscribers right moment. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Fantastic. Robbie, are you there? Let's go.
I am right here, ladies and gentlemen. Good
yes.
Another episode of Intercontinental Sport TV. We are live and direct from Nigeria, and we say hello to everybody on the show. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for the likes and thank you so much for tuning to this channel. We say big thank you once again to everybody. I am right here and I'm ready to go if you are ready.
You can hear that. You can hear that from our main man, Robbie, live and direct. What's up, Robbie? After the Manchester United, we went out of the Champions League. Before we go into this topic, what's your take? What's your thought?
Well, let me give it to the team. The team really did very well to to have lost by a single goal. Yes, it was very painful, but for the fact that they held their own, they did the best that they could. Let me say kudos to the team. They can do better if we put our acts together to build for next season. I believe the team will go on the way to at least get one or two trophies. Albeit playing very interesting football, playing beautiful football for all the fans to see. I think that is my take for now.
All right, Robbie. It was just like that, you know. Manchester United out of Champions League. I think the season is done. I mean, no doubt about it. Let's forget it, you know. I'm waiting for Kunle any moment from now. Let's talk about this topic. How does this 1 point lead between Man City and Liverpool impact affect both teams? Can we do it, Robbie? Can you go for it?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Let me say it has been an interesting twist to this season. Very interesting twist to the season. At a point in time in the season, Man City were 13 points ahead of Liverpool, and just like that, at the snap of a finger, with a whole lot of factors to consider, that lead has been cut to 1 point, and that practically leaves a nail-biting finale to the end of the season with 9 games to go. And this season, both teams have played interesting football. They played fantastic football. They have dug deep. In some cases, to get the result or to get themselves across the line. But this in itself tells you about the credibility of the English Premier League. It tells you how tough it is to play in that league, and it tells you that with the English Premier League, you can never count anything out. Aside Liverpool and Man City, who are on the chopping block right now, with a point in between them, we have seen how much even Newcastle as a team has improved over the course of about 8 games. They have gone from being rooted to the bottom of the league to 14th or 13th place on the log. That tells you how much these points mean to these teams atop the table and at the bottom of the table. But for Man City, it is going to be a grandstand finish between both teams. I can tell you that.
Absolutely. I just preview. Let me show the league table. You can see it on the screen, guys. Man City with 70 points, playing 29 games. They won 24. They drew 4 matches, lost 3. And with the look of things, Liverpool same play, 69 points. They won 21, drew 6, lost 2. Their goals forward is about Liverpool 75 goals forward and 68. Likewise, go against Man City 18, Liverpool 55. So 69. So close, and we're getting there. Don't look at Manchester United. Forget about that anyway for now, Robbie. We about look at the gap. Look at the gap. Like 20 points. It's a shame anyway. You know, as a Manchester United, but it is what it is. This is where we found ourselves. Again this season. Look at that gap.
That is
Oh,
one very big gap. One very, very, very big gap.
that's crazy. Let me try. I don't whether Kunle is there. Hello, Kunle.
Okay.
Let's hear from him.
Hey, well done, boss. Good evening.
Yay! What's going on, bro? We have
Hey,
this
I'm good.
topic today. The guys have been
Yeah,
waiting for you. I mean, tell them
yeah, sir.
what is going on your side.
Well, it's all about the same thing. We're managing fuel, we're managing our electricity, and we're just hoping things get better in the coming days. Because I think it is already pinching everybody. Because yesterday,
Wow.
this business mongol, Tony Elemelu,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who is the chairman of the UBA Group, which is one of the biggest banks in
Africa.
Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe we can say Africa. Yeah, he came out on Twitter to like talk about the situation. So it's like
It's
even
sitting there.
it's hitting the rich people. They can feel it. Yes, it's hitting the very wealthy because it's like something they never envisaged. Because many of these people, they live in places where they have like a special where electricity specially runs, so they don't have to use generators and all of that. But they are facing the reality now when probably they have to start looking for generating sets and all of that. So it's kind of really hitting everyone, including the very wealthy. So just goes to tell you how dire the situation is.
All right,
Even
Kunle.
we were hearing, even Davido was complaining too. Davido, who lives in the lavish
Really?
side of, yeah, Davido came out. Davido lives in the Banana Island, which is like one of the most exclusive areas in the whole of Nigeria. And I think there to get an apartment, you have to spend about maybe $2 million or $4 million or the minimum. Yeah, you pay in dollars, not naira. So, imagine having a $2 million apartment and there's no electricity
Can you imagine?
and there's no electricity running. Like it's crazy. So everyone is really feeling the brunt of the situation.
All right, Kunle. Let's go for this. The
Yes,
topic.
boss.
You know this topic already. For our
Yeah,
viewers, they want to have your own point. What's your take on this one point? I just display the table.
yeah. Well, how do I want to put it? I know most people would be like, "Oh, it's put Manchester City under pressure."
Yeah.
Yes, it's 1 point. Liverpool, they still have they are going to face Liverpool and all of this and all of that. But um, in my own view, I think Manchester City have it under control.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
With the
You
way
could
the
say
way Liverpool is playing right now, I'm getting scared
with the
that
way Liverpool is playing, but
they
you
might
say with the way
overtake.
Liverpool is playing, but Manchester City were equally on a very good spell. Remove that defeat against Tottenham and this draw against Crystal Palace, Manchester City have been doing very well. And what are the guarantees? And we're talking about Liverpool. What are
Yeah.
the guarantees? There are no guarantees that Liverpool themselves will not drop points. You're saying they're in good form, but so was Manchester City before this Crystal Palace game. And let's not forget that there are certain games where Liverpool really had to dig deep, like the game against West Ham,
Yeah.
which they won 1-0. Yes, they had to dig deep. Okay, yes, they did score an early goal in the first half, but they had to hold on. I mean, this is a West Ham who yesterday beat Sevilla, who are the kings
Sevilla.
of the Europa League. So it's not going to be easy for Liverpool. I don't really have an idea of Liverpool's last fixtures, but it's equally going to be tough for them. And the fact that they are going to play Manchester City does not give them that guarantee that they are going to beat them. Because let's not forget that in the reverse leg at Anfield that is supposed to be a fortress where you know you can't, where Liverpool wins. They
Yeah.
played out a 2-2 draw at Anfield. So this person going to the Etihad, it could be an advantage. Who knows? So
Absolutely.
I feel, yeah, so I feel that it is still very much open. I don't want to get caught in like, oh, it has now swung in Liverpool's favor. I mean, Manchester City are clearly know what is at stake. I feel the game against Crystal Palace was just probably a one-off because if we know, I think we know, I think it is well documented that Crystal Palace trouble teams. I mean, it's not the first time that when you go to Crystal Palace, they try to make life difficult for you. They've done it
Yeah.
against big teams over and over, over time. They've done it very well. I mean, this was the same Crystal Palace who under Brendan Rodgers. Let's not forget they had this 3-3 draw, if you remember. If
Yeah.
Liverpool had won that game, they
Yeah.
would have won. Yes, they would have won the league title, but they drew 3-3. People use that as a rallying point. It can happen again. Who knows? That's football for you.
Wow.
All Liverpool needed to do was win, and the title was going to be theirs. But we saw it happen. So I'm not disputing the fact that maybe it can turn to Liverpool's favor, but I think Manchester City are very much well aware of this and will make sure that Liverpool don't get in their way because definitely they would want to retain the title again.
All right. It is what it is. So far, so good. Um,
Yes.
what Papi, if you look at this table right now, you just mentioned about
Yeah.
uh Manchester United. I mean, the gap is getting, I mean, it's incredible. Still
Ah,
same thing. The gap is always like this. And we have next
sure.
season coming. I mean, new new Newcastle is coming, considering the fact they are having a new CEO, and
Yeah.
look at
Yeah.
Aston Villa as well. I mean, what I'm going to digress a little bit on this topic with just one point. How is it going to affect Manchester United next season? Just look at this gap. We are saying 70,
Um.
50, and we
Yes.
bought
Yes.
players in the
Well.
summer. I mean,
Yes.
so what is going to be our fate next season?
I think ultimately, Manchester United needs to look at themselves at the end of the season. Um, First and foremost, trying to make um, how do I put it now? Try to come to terms to how the season has panned out for them, seeing where they have missed it and seeing where they need to put a whole lot of effort. And just
Yeah.
like you said, Manchester United have spent a huge amount of money,
Yeah.
hundreds of millions of pounds, of dollars, getting players into the club. I think the most important thing here is the fact that Man United bought players doesn't mean in particular that they practically bought the right set of players.
Hmm.
And if you're asking me this question, I'll tell you in the first instance, a player we later sold in James shouldn't have been bought. Shouldn't
Yeah.
have been bought in the first place. So right
Yes.
now, I think this season we evaluate the team. The question is simple: what are the targets, the goals for next season? What players do we need, or what players can get us closer to those goals or targets that we set for ourselves? And the
Wow.
truth is, if United do not make this judgment call or do not make these decisions, just like you have said, we will see teams like Newcastle, Everton, Chelsea,
Yeah.
Liverpool,
And Aston
Manchester
Villa.
City, even as well as Tottenham, do
Wow.
one of two things. And that's something like I said, these teams will do they will do one of two things. They will either close the gap on United, or that gap will become much wider in terms of how these players can command and sign very good players. And just like I would say, I've been a long admirer of James Ward-Prowse. United should make an effort to sign him. You have exciting talent in Southampton. You have exciting talent in in Villa. United
Yes.
should find a way to get players from this club. These are mid-level clubs. who are, yes, at a point in time, are interested in the money because this money will also help them in their own development. But the thing is, they are not more or less like direct rivals to United, and they will be much more willing to sell to United. United cannot go to Liverpool now to put a player. Liverpool will not sell to United, neither will Chelsea. So these are the teams United can players from. And what are the importance of putting players or buying players from this team? These players are already in the Premier League. They understand the system. They know the league very well. And it will not take them months or even weeks to adjust to the rigors of the Premier League. These are the advantages of signing players from the league. But also, United can look elsewhere in terms of the French league, the Spanish league, the German league to see if they can get one or two players in to help the club in the rebuilding process. I saw a news today about a certain Chumani. This is a French international that plays for Monaco. And from what I read online, that Madrid are more or less his main target right now. They are leading the case for these young players. So these are the things we were talking about. Madrid suddenly has emerged from the ashes. Barcelona suddenly have emerged from the ashes, and you see them commanding very, very good players on the market. And this is the same thing United needs to do. They need to step up if we really want to make anything of the season next year. If we really want to get back into the big time, and if we really want to go past those past glory that United has been known for. United has stayed too long not to win the Premier League by our standards. We have stayed too long. We can't wait another 50 years. I'm not sure if any one of us will be alive at that point in time. 50 years, in addition to our current age right now, is a hell of a long time to wait for United to win the league. Yes, it is a hell of a long time to wait.
Yes.
So United needs to get their acts together, clean out in this case. Send players who are not productive, send them on their way. Bring players who are ready, and bring players who are ready, who are willing to take this club from where it is right now to the next level.
Absolutely. Let me go to Kunle. You hear what our brother just said? That's Robbie, what he said. What's your own take about this position or situation of Manchester United next season, considering the fact that other teams are also, in contention, buckling up, their clubs are coming up. I've mentioned so many some of the teams that we should be looking out coming out straight. For example, Aston Villa, Everton, Newcastle next season. What's the fate of Manchester United? Sailing through. Look at the gap. Look at the points. Look at the gap.
We don't need to pay too much if we pay too much attention to the gap and all on Liverpool and Manchester City, you see, I feel it is not going to let us focus on what we need to do exactly. And for me, about the club's fate, I really cannot say anything, because the position the club finds itself is not a good position at all, because you're looking at it that we are approaching the end of the season, and
yes,
the club still does not know who it probably wants to appoint as the manager. Doesn't really have an idea of, okay, maybe these are the players that need to go. Has not yet even sorted out the contract situations. Like, okay, maybe they've made a decision that, okay, Paul Pogba is not renewing his contract to whether he scores 10 goals in his next 2 matches, he is not staying. They have not made those decisions. So the truth is, it's going to be very, very difficult. And everyone can make their suggestions. Oh, they should do this. Oh, they should do that. But there hasn't been any sign like, okay, that they are really doing something.
They really do something. There's no sign.
There's really
nothing.
There's no sign. So in the absence of no sign, it is. I'm sorry, but it is going to be very difficult to say you want to make a decision. You want to make, even in terms of saying that okay, we want to keep these players and all of this, because let us not forget that we still have so many players that we have on loan that we have
Yeah,
to sort out their futures. Some of these young players, I mean, it's just a very very complicated. It's really a complicated matter, and this is why you see when it comes to Manchester United, now it's like I've just decided that look, just
I
it's just
know.
going to
I
be like
noticed
a
that.
Sidon look, like a
Yeah,
Sidon look kind
I
of.
also I
Yeah,
also noticed that about you.
because you
You
can, yeah,
just
because you no, because you can vent all your, because you can vent all your frustration. Like now, I notice now everybody now has been putting a lot of frustration on Harry Maguire,
yeah.
like as though he is the chief problem of the club, and I'm like, how is Maguire the chief problem on the club when you look at every other person, it's not like any other person has been outstanding.
Outstanding.
You understand?
They all
Yes.
shit.
But one thing about the club is they always have this attitude of there is always this one person they want to deflect all the blame on. And when they do it, they you know they do it with so much energy, like, oh, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the problem. Suddenly it seems Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was not really the problem. Now they are looking for who to, there's always going to be this person they are trying to blame, and it doesn't really help, because when you blame Harry Maguire, we can do
Yeah.
all that and say we are blaming Harry Maguire today. Tomorrow now it will deflect now, and maybe the next blame will be on Anthony Elanga. Is the truth. When we find out that Anthony Elanga is really not maybe delivering, because we know it happens.
Yeah.
A player will do well now, but all of a sudden, look at Jadon Sancho now. Jadon Sancho, apparently, if we look at it, we just say, oh, because he has scored some goals and he has put some assists. But
Yeah.
a lot of these things, when it comes to Sancho's decision making, is still very, very questionable. And that is why, for me, I am not actually surprised that he didn't get picked by England. I know many people will be saying that, how can you say that you are picking Smith Rowe and a Grealish ahead of Jadon Sancho? But I just used to laugh and I'll be like, but if you look at it, Jadon Sancho was never really a favorite of Southgate. Sancho, for instance, played very well for England, sorry, for Dortmund last season. But when
Yeah.
he got to the Euros, he was hardly played. He was hardly played. I don't think he started, even I don't think he came off the bench
At
in
all.
any match, if I'm right, except for the final when it was time for
Time
penalties.
for
That was when he
penalty.
needed it. So people should know that Sancho is not really a Southgate favorite, and maybe because Sancho is more of this kind of flashy player. He's not this kind of disciplined tactical player who, if you need him to like drop deep, if you need him to fall back, if maybe at some point you need him to play a wing back, he can do it. I don't think he can do that. That was because I remember that time when people were always making noise that, oh, how can Sancho be starting ahead of Bukayo Saka and all of that? But I'm sure people's eyes have opened now and have seen that Saka is more of a disciplined and more committed player than Sancho. You understand? So Manchester United's problem is just very delicate and just difficult to pinpoint at. So we just have to look and observe at what the club is going to do. We can make all the suggestions we want, but it's all left to the board to do what they think is best and if it will work out. But seeing that there is little action from them so far, in getting a manager, in terms of player targets, in terms of who is going to leave the club, who is going to get contract extension and all of that. It's really problematic.
Okay. Lastly, before we end up the show,
Mhm.
Robbie, I'm coming to you. In this group now, I mean, on this table, who do you think is gonna win this EPL? Robbie. between Man
Wow.
City and Liverpool? Who do you think is
It,
gonna win?
it it's a tight one to call. It's a tight one to call. Because one might say City would win the title, and just like they pulled the carpet off United on off United legs. That was on 2018, 2011, 2012 season when they came to Old Trafford to defeat United by a single goal. They might also fall to Liverpool when they meet, because that match plays a significant role, because that is the
Yeah.
match in which teams have got their fate in their own hands, uh,
Hmm.
while while other games they can do whatever it is they decide to do with it. So it's a tough one to call, but I think I will be leaning towards Man City to retain the title this season. And I
As a
think
Manchester United fan, Abi, you don't
well,
want
not
Liverpool to
really.
equal us.
Funny enough, I really I let me say I really don't care that much about what records any of these teams break, because I think the joy of any Manchester United fan is to see United equal whatever records these two teams have been able to set over the course of the last 5 6 seasons, and as well as eclipse them. But the thing is, given Man City's fixture, which are, let me say, aside Liverpool, Manchester City has to play Burnley, they have to play Wolves, Brighton, Watford, Leeds,
Yes.
Newcastle, West Ham, and Aston Villa. Those are 8 games that they have out of the nine. Then their ninth opponent is Liverpool. So those teams, one cannot say they are small teams, but on a good day, all things being equal, Man City should get the job done over these teams. Aside Liverpool, I think the other team that can pose some threat against Man City are Wolves. They are Wolves. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, oh,
Okay,
hold on, Robbie. I want to bring in this brother in.
okay,
Is Ace. I'm trying to bring in on, so maybe he has one or two. He's an Arsenal fan.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that yeah club. Let me bring him in. Let me see whether he's going to join. Hi, bro. Is that Ace? He can't hear me. Hello, Ace. Are you there? I can hear you.
Yeah, I can see him as well.
I can see him. He's an Arsenal fan. I'm not sure he's ready. At least Arsenal is. I think you're in fourth position right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fourth position. Yeah,
Ah, disgrace.
one point ahead of
Anyway,
1 point
shit.
Ace.
United.
I can't see him. I can't. All right. So, Kule, who do you
Yes,
think is
boss.
going to win this league?
Um, I think, like I've said, my gut tells me it's Manchester City. Um, I don't even want
As
to
a
believe,
Manchester
because
United
the fact
fan.
that you don't understand. The mere fact that it is Manchester City and Liverpool that are in this race for the title is annoying. It annoys me because, and I don't even want to always talk about it because it is so annoying. But hey, but that's the reality. But and if I were to say who will be more likely, I think it's
Mhm.
Manchester City, because I think they have it in them to do it. Don't forget, Liverpool is the one who has to play catch up,
Yes.
and Manchester City are a very
But
well
but let me tell you,
organized.
let me tell you
I,
something.
I, I
Kule, hold on.
yeah.
Sorry. I think is back. I'm trying to. So I'm sorry to cut you because
Okay.
I just want to have his opinion quickly. It's been a long time I've seen him. Hey, bro.
Good to be back. What's up? How you
Hey,
guys
bro.
doing?
Hey, Saeed.
Hey,
Ah, nice to see you. Long time. How's it going?
See, man, I've been away. So many things I've been occupying, taking my time. And
Yeah, I see that.
I yeah, and I know it's been a while I've been on this platform. So what's
Yeah.
up? How you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah,
We're
we're
good.
hanging in
Oh, you
there.
are
We're
too.
there. No gas, no fuel, no nothing.
Well, we're built to be survivors, and we'll survive. We'll take it as it
Yeah.
comes. The Lord
All
is our
right.
strength.
Are you
Five
sure?
minutes.
Are you sure we survive? Oh? Tony
This one,
Elemelu
they
is
hard
already
though.
complaining. Oh. Tony Elemelu is.
Well, it takes things to go bad before it becomes good or before it becomes better. So if this is how we're going to
Yeah,
turn the tides and the lot
Yeah.
of
yeah,
Nigeria around, let's
yeah.
go through it
Honest.
and pray God keeps us alive to enjoy it when it
Amen.
finally comes to life.
Amen. And
Thank
now,
Absolutely.
you.
now it
Thank
is. We have a topic here, right here. You're meeting us at the point, um, in between when we are trying to slug out these questions, which you already seen on the
Mm.
screen. How does 1 point
Mm-hmm.
led? I will have said between Manchester United and Arsenal because we only have 1 point. Two
Ah.
matches. But meanwhile, but we're looking at this topic. How do you think it can switch? I mean, anything can happen at the moment. So
you
what's
know,
your
to be
what's
to
your
be to
thought?
be yeah, to be fair, for the past three seasons, if I'm not mistaken, the
Yes, this
power, the balance of power has been between these two teams because all of a
absolutely.
sudden Manchester United, Arsenal, which are the traditional powerhouse, have decided to go on that bend of recycling or
I tell you,
evolving, which is
I
a
tell
pity though.
you.
But so they are rebuilding, and hopefully, we hope the two teams come back stronger and better. And power has shifted to the likes of Manchester City and Liverpool. Liverpool in itself, it surprised me when Liverpool fans can beat their chest and say now they're now the powerhouse. Yes, let's give them the credit. But Manchester City, we know, due to the money, influx of money, cash available, Guardiola can
Yes,
spend anyhow. There was an article that came out that said Guardiola has spent the money Guardiola has spent on his defense is
man. He
costlier
keeps
than the
changing. He
money
he keeps
a
changing. He keeps
particular
buying.
country. I've forgotten the name of that country in South America. The money they spent for their defense ministry is lower than the money Guardiola has spent for Manchester City's defense. But it is what it is. When you have the money, you have to spill it and spend it. But this last 2 seasons, 3 seasons, where Liverpool got to 98 points and still couldn't win the league, that is a record on its own. You are amassing 98 points and still cannot win the league. That has never happened in the history of the Premier League. A
Premier
team
League
amassing 98 points.
points.
I don't know if my stat serves me right, 98 or 97 points, where they finished the points behind Man City, and Man City winning the league. And fast forward 2020, the year, the freak season, like I always call it, COVID
Yeah.
struck, everybody was in and about. Liverpool, luckily, win the league. With all due respect to Liverpool fans, luckily, like I said, it was a freak season. They won the league. 30 years of waiting. I can imagine how it was. Them winning the league without their fans. Fast forward,
Mm.
Man City came again the following season, won the league, and now we're in 2022. Man City is at the top. Freak results, losing to Tottenham, drawing to Crystal Palace. But Man City have what it takes. But if you look at it, credit needs to be given to Liverpool as well. The
Yeah.
past 2, 3 seasons, they've been able to build a team. If you look at Liverpool's front five right now, it's scarier than that of Man City. Because Man City only have Gabriel Jesus. They sold Aguero. Aguero went. Nobody
Yeah.
has come to replace him. But Liverpool has built this January transfer window. They bought that guy they bought from what's his name, the Portuguese team, is it Benfica or where? Dias is a good
That's
addition. You have Dias, you have Salah, you have Mane, you have Jota, you have Firmino, and you saw what happened against Arsenal when they were able to win 2-0, which was a good one. But now the season is going to where everybody wants it, the tussle between two teams. It shouldn't just be a one-horse race. It's
mm.
interesting looking at both fixtures. I think
Yes.
Liverpool have, whichever one is correct, have more of the tricky ties because they still have to play Tottenham, they still have to play Chelsea, and they still have to play Manchester United, which could go either way. Nobody knows. Liverpool, Manchester United, when they see Liverpool, their tails tend
That's
to go up and they really want to die on the pitch. So
yeah.
Manchester City will be praying that their neighbor do them the honors. 1 point lead. It will be very difficult, I can't really say, but if Man City, because you know this, when it comes to 10 matches to go, 9 matches to go, Manchester City just flips the switch. I don't know what Guardiola does to his team. I don't know what he tells them. I don't know what he puts into their head. I mean,
Hmm.
Manchester City just turns the corner and go on a run of
Run.
winning 9 to 10 games. So here it is. If Manchester City goes ahead to win their remaining 9 games, they will win the league. If Liverpool goes ahead to win their remaining 10 games, they will win the league. And the subplot in it now is both
Yeah.
teams will meet each other. So
That's
would
it.
Manchester City want to go for a draw? If they get a draw in that match, it pays them the better.
Pays
But
them
Liverpool
better.
is in
Yeah.
Liverpool. It's in Liverpool's hands right now. The
Hmm.
box lies on the table of Liverpool. Win your remaining 10 games and you win the league. And in that 10 games, you have to beat Manchester City as well. So for me, I love this. Let it be between two teams. My cards is close to my chest. I'm not going to say this person is going to win or this person is not going to win. So, but let's
All
just see
right.
how it pans out to the end of the
Oh,
season.
yeah. I'm thinking of bringing up a show whereby we're going to talk about this top four between Arsenal and Manchester United. With the look
Mm.
of things right now, it seems it's dancing towards Arsenal to make it to top four. So
Well, that's in itself. That's in itself.
outstanding 3 matches. One is lost now. Remaining two. Tomorrow
Mm.
you'll be playing. I'm thinking of doing a watch along for the match between Arsenal and Aston Villa tomorrow. It's
But
early
did you know
kickoff.
something? Did you know something?
Okay, all right.
Did you know if Arsenal lose their 3 matches unbeaten, Arsenal will still be ahead of Manchester United. So let's say, for
That's true.
instance, the
That's
remaining
true.
the remaining 2 matches is being played before game week
Yeah.
game week
Before we
20 game week 29 or game week
Tony, are you
27
still
gets
there?
played.
Yes, I am.
Okay, you don't hear now. You don't hear Izo.
So even if
Yeah,
Arsenal,
yeah.
you know, follow my line of thoughts. So
All
let's say,
right.
for instance, game week 28 or game week 29, which is supposed to kick off tomorrow or during the week, don't happen. And they tell Arsenal, oh yeah, play your remaining 2 matches that you have. And Arsenal goes ahead to lose to Tottenham, lose to Chelsea. They will still be ahead. And they will still be in
That's
that fourth position, seated comfortably. So
all
if
right.
game week
Yeah,
29 now
it has
starts,
that.
everybody. So for me, that one in itself, it's tricky. The fight for the fourth position really is between Manchester United, Arsenal, even
And
Tottenham. Tottenham
Tottenham.
gradually.
Yeah.
Tottenham. If Tottenham wins West Ham tomorrow on Sunday, Tottenham
More.
is back in the race. And
The race, yes.
If West Ham beats Tottenham on Sunday as well, West Ham too is back in the race. So you see,
Are you
it's
kidding me?
topsy turvy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's topsy turvy. It's crazy. So everybody needs to win their games. And the good thing is, Tottenham still have to play Manchester United. They still have to play
And also
Liverpool.
Arsenal.
They still have to play Chelsea. Yes, and also Arsenal. 4 tricky, and they have to play West Ham. So five out of their
Five.
remaining 11 or
Nine.
12 games, they will have to play 9. No, I think they have. Okay, yeah, 9.
Uh,
Sorry,
9.
9. So they still have to play five tricky games. And also Arsenal itself. Arsenal still have to play West Ham. Arsenal still have to play United. They still have to play Chelsea. They still have to play Tottenham. Out of the remaining 11 for Arsenal, they have 4 tricky games. And tomorrow's game against Aston Villa could be possibly a banana skin, because you heard Ateta mourning in his press conference today that the fixtures is not friendly. Why would they have to play
Yeah.
on Wednesday night and still have to go play Saturday afternoon? Which is, and Aston Villa have rested so well throughout the
Yes.
week. So possible banana skin match for Arsenal tomorrow. If they don't up their game, Aston Villa could go ahead and win that game. But if they turn up and they play well, Possibly they could get a draw. A draw is not bad in this race. A draw is not bad.
I'm telling you, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
At all. Yeah, thank you, Ace, for coming. We are about to, wrap up the show. It's nice
Oh,
seeing
sorry
you
for
again.
joining in late. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, Kunle,
So I'm
what's your
back. I'm
thoughts?
back
Yeah,
now. I'm
yeah.
back, and
Tomorrow,
I'll
I'm
be
looking at
Yeah,
tomorrow.
nice one.
Yes, it's
I
good
will
to
be
have you
I will
back,
be
man.
frequent. I'll be frequent because I've been busy, work and studies and all that. Because I'm running an MBA program and it's been crazy. So that has
Wow,
really taken my time. So right now I'm beginning to ease
excellent.
out a bit. So definitely you see me more often.
All right, all right. I'm looking at tomorrow to do a watch along, but I'm still looking at it for the match between Arsenal and Aston Villa. So because all hands on deck, we want to see Arsenal game. All Man U fan, we want to be looking
Yeah.
at your game like, are they still winning? Are they still losing? Are they winning? You know that guy.
But sorry,
Robbie.
let me just put in one.
Okay.
Sorry, apologies. The thing
All
about
right.
Aston Villa is it's so obvious now. What's his name? Steven Gerrard. He
Yeah.
doesn't really know how to mix things up. We saw their last game. They lost. I think they've lost the last two, if I'm not mistaken. We saw how they lost at home to, was it Brighton, or I don't know if my stats have me right. The thing is, he doesn't know how to mix things up. He has built the team all around Coutinho, and Coutinho is this
Yeah.
kind of player that we saw him ever since he played for Liverpool. All his games, all his life, he played for Liverpool. If the game don't tend to fit his style, if he doesn't turn up, he gets really really marked out of the team. So what Arsenal
Yeah.
need to do tomorrow, if I was in Arsenal dressing room right now, the tactics I'll be bringing up tomorrow is to just mark Coutinho out, because once you're able to stop the service from Coutinho to either Watkins or the other former
Yeah.
Southampton striker, what's his name? If you can stop, if you can stop that service, I think Aston Villa don't have a plan B. They don't have a plan B. I've watched them play at home. I've watched his formation several times. Even when he goes on away grounds, he doesn't have a plan B. The game is centered around Coutinho. Coutinho plays in that hole in
Mm.
between the strike force and the midfield. He's the one that transcends. He's the one that transitions Liverpool playing from the back to the top, and he can score as well. So double jeopardy, double whammy for Arsenal. So if Arsenal can be able to lock Coutinho out, which is going to be a very, very, very difficult task for whoever, Partey or Shaka, whoever will be playing that role. It's just going to be a difficult game. But Arsenal
Yeah.
needs to stand up. If they want to really compete for this top four, this is the kind of games you need to win. You need to stand up and win it. No excuse.
Wow. Robbie, finally, your thoughts before we close this show. Yeah.
um, I'm actually looking forward to the last 9 games of the season.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Liverpool does and what happens between Man City as well. When these two sides meet, it is going to be an interesting affair between them. When they also play their other 8 matches that determine who walks home with the top prize in English football, it's going to be another interesting phase to see, because just like E said, one of these teams definitely would be along to spoil the party for each of these top teams vying for the Premiership crown. So it is going to be an interesting grand finale to the end of the season, and I am all up for the drama that ensued um, as as these 9 games unfold in the coming weeks. Those are my thoughts.
Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Thank you, Robbie. Um, we'll see. Is it on Monday or something? So we'll
Sure.
see on Monday. Thank you so much, Robbie, and have a nice weekend. All right. Kunle, you still there?
Yes, boss.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts? Finally, final.
Well, for me, my final thoughts, like I've said, it's as we've clearly stated it, the title race is going to be very very tough. But as we have also analyzed, it seems the odds seem to favor Manchester City
Manchester City.
at
Yeah.
this point than Liverpool. And as regards the top four, It's
Hmm.
like the craziest. It's like the craziest.
Craziest
It's the
position.
craziest race that has been. Yeah, like I can't remember when. I can't remember. Imagine me where Wolverhampton won. Oh my god! Like Premier League is one crazy competition, man.
I tell
Like
you.
where will Wolverhampton Wanderers be in the race for the top four? Like
Yes.
who would ever think of such? But like you say, it is
Mhm.
what it is.
It is what it is.
Woo!
All right, Kule. Hope to see you on Monday again. So we kick off with, we said we're going to start our sports, a Monday sports review. So
Yeah,
let's look forward. That's well. So we're going to looking at the top. Is it top 5 or top 10 African players in diaspora?
top
It's not going
ten
to be,
African
yeah, top 10 African players.
players.
That
Yeah,
it's going to be
it
both
all
diaspora
depends.
and am I right?
And local,
Yeah.
yeah. It all depends. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so we start that on Monday, same time. That's 1 p.m. Hopefully, so we continue to gather up informations for that before Monday. All right, Kule, I'm going to sign you out. Thank you once again. It is what
No
it
problem.
is. All
Yes,
right, I
boss.
appreciate you. All right, bye for now.
Take
All right, thank you guys. This is how far we can go today. It is what it is, and I'm going to sign out from here with this cool music. Thank God it's Friday. I love Fridays anyway. So I'm going to sign out. Before I sign out, I also want to shout out to you, my friends, or those people that have been sponsoring this show. Missing Corner is a private chef, hospitality here in Maryland. You can hook him up. Talk about is a food blogger, hospitality consultant, also nutritional advisor. So you can hook him up. It doesn't mean that you must be in America before you can get some. He has a lot of things to talk about, maybe your hygiene or anything you're taking in. You want to have some information about how to go about it. It's a loaded guy. So also another guy also here is Walkie Trends LLC. The guy sells nice baths, so you can check him out as well too. And also a brother from Nigeria, also we call it Skutek. He does solar power. This is a time we can start thinking of how to get electricity, so you can hook him up. That's his phone number. He lives there in Nigeria, in Lagos there. So you can also hook him up if you need any installing solar in your house. This is the time you can hook up with him. Just tell him from Intercontinental Sport TV, and it's going to do something for you very well. So guys, it is what it is. I want to shout out also to all the co-hosts today, Robbie, Kunle Faiga, and as well he's back to the show. So it is what it is. Thank you so much. I'm going to sign out from here today. Once again, I'm looking at tomorrow whether I should come up with this watch along tomorrow. That's Arsenal versus Aston Villa versus Arsenal. I might do a watch along tomorrow. It depends on how I'm feeling, because right now my voice is cracked and I think I have cold. Not COVID, just cold. So it is what it is, guys. Also, we'll be very soon, we'll launch our radio station on this channel. We call it Intercontinental Sport TV radio show. So we'll be live on radio any moment. And also our website is also coming up as well too. Tomorrow is gonna be with NFL with the big man. It's going to be here. A lot of things is also happening there as well too. So he has so many things we're going to work out with. So it's going to be loaded. Also, if you know much about basketball, just hook me up. yemiconcept@gmail.com. For now, you can hook me up if you know much about basketball and you want to be anchoring at one of our shows, so we could give you a slot. Let's pick it up from there. As I've said, tomorrow is going to be an NFL talk with the big guy. There's a lot is coming up. So, guys, it's a Friday. I love Fridays. So it's going to be fantastic. So, thank you, guys. I love you guys. This is your main man. They call me the Don. The Don of Sport Entertainment. I'm signing out. Bye for now.